Hey there, how there, ho there, it's Jeff Cutter Diamond welcoming you to yet another Stone Cold Hockey video. Today we're looking at the 2005-2006 season during the Buffalo Sabres, and we are almost at the halfway point. Sorry, we're not really at the halfway point yet. We're at 39 games, and through 39 games, we're at 47 points. We're just trailing Montreal in the Northeast, but Ottawa's crushing them. 3 regulation losses. Fuck. That's just amazing to think. While Detroit has the second fewest regulation losses, 8. Ottawa's a beast. I can't have that as a Leaf fan. But anyway, we're doing Buffalo. Denny Heatley and Alex Ovechkin, the rookie Alex Ovechkin. People forget that he was a rookie in 2006. Well, he would have been a rookie in 2005, but that straight short season. So Heatley and Ovechkin lead the goals. Chichi with 28. We don't really have a goal scorer for Buffalo, or points wise. So we don't have a top 30 player on goals and points, which is unusual for any of my views. Anyhow, we do have the sixth best goalie by goals against Martin Biron, a 9.33 average with 2.18. Ray Emery, Manny Legacy, Dwayne Rillison, Chris Osgood, and Dom Hasek are ahead of him. Ryan Miller's not doing that badly. 12-9 and 2.56 goals against. That's our two goalies. We look at the standings. We have scored 134 goals, second in our division. We've given up 104. We're 20-13-6 in regulation. Well, in overtime and a shootout, we're only 1-5. Pathetic. But the Leafs are 1-6. The Leafs have not been to a shootout. We've been to 2. We're 11-6-2 at home, 10-7-3 on the road. Seeding wise, we are number 7. We would be playing the Panthers in the first round of the playoffs. We're just nipping at Montreal's heels for the 5 seed and probably Carolina. Rangers are 3rd, even though they really suck. If you look at points from 1 to 8 completely, but because the Rangers are a division leader, they are the 3 seed. Philly, Tampa, and Toronto are trying to fight it up in the playoffs. In the West, Detroit with 59 points. Minnesota and Dallas are your 3 division leaders. LA and Colorado are trying to nip at everyone's heels. Highlights wise, we have had 31 hat tricks in here. Darcy Tucker, I think Darcy Tucker is the only one who has had a hat trick in a losing cause. Our biggest win was 7-0 against the Leafs. Our biggest loss has been 5-2 to the Islanders. So we've lost by 3 goals. Memorable games, there have been only 5 with the 30-plus point list. Colorado Pittsburgh on December 10th when Colorado was up 4-0 and fucked it up. New Jersey Philly when New Jersey was up 4-0 and fucked it up. Washington Tampa, a great battle, tooth and nail, which Tampa won in overtime. Detroit St. Louis on October 6th, second game of the season, in which St. Louis was up 4-1 and Toronto losing 5-4 to Boston. They were up 4-1, started their live. Anyway, look at our schedule. We host Florida on New Year's Day, trying to take attention away from the NFL. I was going to say the Rose Bowl, but one problem: the Rose Bowl wouldn't be on January the 1st because with January 1st falling on a Sunday, it falls on me to say that they don't do college football on Sundays. So we host Florida, team that we would be playing in the playoffs as of right now. They have Robbie Luongo in the net. We have Martin Biron, our best guys. Luongo and Noodles McLennan, the Florida goalies. Our goalies are Miller, Biron, and Norton. We have Chris Drury, who's a great player, terrible GM for the Rangers. Alex Kotelik, Danny Briere, who would do much better in Philly. Tommy Fanek, the Austrian. Maxim Vinoganoff, roll of highlight reel. J.P. Dumont. Derek Roy. Kitchener. That's right, Kitchener Ranger. Derek Roy. Yeah. Jochen Hack from Deutschland. Jason Pomenfield. Tim Connolly. Brian Campbell, the Bone Crusher. Paul Gostad. Mike Greer. Right guy. Henrik Tallender. Taylor Pyatt. Jay McKee. Roy Fitzpatrick. Temple Newman, star for the Jets and Coyotes. Dmitry Kalinin, Anna Mayer, Yari Novotny, Tony Lindman, Danny Payet, and Nathan Peach. For Florida, they have Oli Jokinen, Nathan Horton, that looks like Shane Kippel, spinner from Degrassi, Joe Newendike, former Leaf, and Star and Devil in Flame. Marty Gilina, known for his goal-scoring prowess in the playoffs because of all those overtime goals, sunk the Leafs in 2002, sunk the Canucks in 2004, sunk the Red Wings in 2004, and could have easily sunk Tampa. Chris Gradden, former Tampa icon, Joseph Stumple, Yuri Krulnik, Gary Roberts, another former Leaf and a fitness bod guy, Stephen Fleiss, Mike Van Ryan, Rusty Olish, number 85 in your program, Jay Billmeister, Joe Kalikowski, Gregory Campbell, Kitchener, That's right. He was Kitchener Ranger. John Hill, Lucas Krejcik. Yeah, Campbell and Roy both played for the 2003 Memorial Cup champion Kitchener Rangers. Serge Paillet, Kitchener. Look it up, people. Anthony Stewart, Steve Monador, and Alex Samanoff. Here we go. 3 minutes into the game, they have a chance and they fail. 2 minutes later, Maxima Finnegan rolled the highlight reel. His 10th from Fitzpatrick and Connolly. 2 minutes later, aggression. They score. Uninek 23rd from Jokinen and Kolnick. Yeah, Uninek scored twice last time we faced Florida on TV. Much later. That's all. Aggression. Then we get it back up. It's Numanen. And they score. Stumple from Jelena and Jokinen on the power play 2-1. 2 minutes later. Action. Denny Briere. He scores from Tallender and Nathaniel Ganoff, making it 2-2. We're not done, period. Deliver the hit. And the population of Pominville goes up another player. His 5th goal from Lindman, 3-2 after 20. Goal fast. 3 minutes later. Aggression. They get aggressive. It's going to be Mayer. A chance. They miss. They're going to fumble. With a white Brian Soup Campbell has 4 from Briere and Gostad. Nice penalty killing. 4-2. Much later. Further fight. Montador and McKee going out of it. They grapple and fall to the ice. Well, that hurts us because McKee is our defenseman. Capo. 2 defensemen in the box, and they score. Roberts from Sean Hill makes it 4-3. Of course they would. 4 more minutes. He ain't Pam Greer, he's Mike Greer. His 6 from Nathaniel Ganoff, 5-3. That chases Luongo. Another aggression. That's 11 from Kalinin and Lindman make it 6-3. They have a chance and they fail. Another 4 goals in the second period. 6-3 overall. Wow, we're having a goal fest tonight. A goal fest tonight. Much later, we're killing the clock, but they score. Neuendijk, 2nd of the night from Kolnick and Brannon. Damn you, Neuendijk. Rush gets hit. 3 minutes. Mike. 3 minutes. A split. A splat. That's not a goal. Taylor Pyatt from Ganoff and Bennett make it 7-4. We're looking pretty good. 2 minutes later. Pressure. Payakowski. Dumont gives it away, and Stephen Fleiss from Bowmeister and Jokinen makes it 7-5. Oh boy. Drury can't score. Empty net time. Nothing doing. We win the game 7-5. What a score. 12 goals in the game, but we score 7. We got lucky AF that we won the game. Biron beats Luongo. And we win the game 7-5. Biron just did not have it in him, but neither did Luongo. So, no harm, no foul. It's a heartbreak tonight. A heartbreak tonight. Is 12 goals the most by a team or no? Probably not. 8-4. I don't know what the highest scoring game of the year was. I don't know. Does it matter? No. Well, we got to rest a day or two. We get to rest until we meet again. Happy trails to you. We are not playing. Where are we going? Where do we go from here? Oh, we host Tampa. Okay, so Tampa with their 7. Their lucky 7s. 17 regulation wins, 17 regulation losses, 7 extra time losses. We host Tampa. We put Ryan Miller in the net like we should, and John Graham of the Tampa Bay Lightning. He was the starting goalie, number 47 in your programs. His father, Ron Graham, played in the WHA. In fact, when his NHL rights were held by the Boston Bruins, excuse me, he was traded from Boston to LA for a first round pick in 1979. And guess what that pick in 1979 turned out to be? That's right, Ray Bork. Anyway, Sean Burke, the 6'4" tall goalie, who I think this was his final year. Burke played for the Devils, then left for the Canadian Olympic team. They traded him to Hartford, and he was bouncing from team to team. Gerald Coleman from the London Knights and Brian Eklund. Tampa has the powerhouse known as Vincent Cavalier. Yeah, this is just a few years after their Stanley Cup season. MSL, Martin St. Louis, who Calgary dumped off for being too short, he showed them. He did well with the Rangers, too. Freddie Modine, former Leaf. Ruslan Fedotenko, the hero of Game 7 of the Stanley Cup in '04. Vinny Prospel, Brad Richards, another former Ranger and Lightning player. The pride of PEI, Danny Boyle. I think he was a New York Ranger, too, for a while, wasn't he? Or no, that's Brian Boyle. Ryan Craig, Dmitry Avinasenkov, Tim Taylor, not Tim Allen. Dave Anderchuk, still around. I thought he retired after the Stanley Cup. Guess not. Pavel Kubina, future Leaf. Dale Sodor, future former Star and King. Robbie DeMille, Evgeny Artukin, Martin Seaback, Norm Miley, Paul Ranger, who never played for the Rangers, Corey Sarich, Nolan Pratt, Timo Hebling, Chris Dingman, Darren Reed, Nick Tanarski. Here we go. 2 minutes into the game. No, 3 minutes. Ouch. 4 minutes. Veteran? Here we go. Okay, so it's Lidman. But fortunately, no goal. 4 minutes later. We have a chance and we fail. 1 minute later. Cheskior! Prospel, his 12th from Sarich and Zador makes it 1-0 Tampa. And Fedotenko shoots but can't score. Tampa leads 1-0 after 20 minutes. 1 minute later. No. 3 minutes later. No. With this game, we are now halfway through the season. Fight. We're on a pace for 46 wins or 44 wins. A fight between Le Cavalier and Derek Roy. Of all freaking people. Well, we both lose a key player. Unfortunately, nothing bad happens to us. Can we score? Nuts. Breer cannot score. It's 1-0 after 2. Jeez, we had a 12-goal game last time, and now we are down 1-0. A fight between Artukin and Gallstad. Well, two guys who really can play. On the meantime, Taylor Pyatt scored. Brilliant Tech makes it 1-1. Taylor Pyatt in the sky. Pie in the sky. Aggression. It's Greer. They have a chance and they fail. But they score the second time. La Cavalier from Seaback makes it 2-1. He's dangerous. 4 minutes later. A population of Pondville raises another person. His sex from Drury and Roy. Much later. It's time to pump you up. It's 14 from Flanagan and Temple. Empty net time. Tampa's in desperation mode. And they can't get it. Tim Connolly flips it into the open net. 4-2. We were worried. Man, what a 5-goal third period. We scored 4. They only scored 1. So we beat the Lightning. We're on a winning streak of note. Nice job. All right. So our next game, we usually play Friday night, but we don't play Friday night. We got to play on Saturday. Yep, we're playing Saturday against the Devil Dogs. Trying to bite their wieners. I know it doesn't sound right, but it does to me. We play the Devils, who are certainly pretty good, and Fatso, Marty Brodeur in the net for them, Ryan Miller for us. Clemenson is his backup, the guy who kind of cost the Leafs the playoffs in 2007. Anyway, the Devils have Brian Giunta, Scotty Gomez, the pride of Alaska, Jamie Langenbrunner, the former Devil, and star, Patty Elias, hey? John Madden, not that John Madden, boom! Sergei Brylin, Zach Parise before he went to be a star in Minnesota. Alex Mogilny, now in the Hall of Fame where he belongs. Victor Kozlov, former Shark and Panther. A hiccup. Jay Pandolfo, Grant Marshall, former star. Brian Rafalski, Paul Martin, not the former Canadian Prime Minister. Eric Rasmussen, Vladdy Malahoff, former Haben Cupcake. Colin White, Sean Brown, Roger Mavichuk, former star. Thomas Peelman, Barry Talixon, Danny McGillis, Tommy Alboline, still around after so many years, and David Hale. That's it. 6 minutes. Another 5. So let's go. Danny Briere is 15 from Hackton Drury. Aggression? It's gonna be White. Transfer us? No. Let's try again. Please go. Up, power play goal. Jay McKee. His third from Pominville and Greer. 2 more minutes. No. And it's 2-0 Buffalo after 20 minutes. Power play. No. Much later. Goalie fumbles. Brown can't put the net in. Nice. 4 more minutes. Skiller. Langenbrunner with the 13-letter name from Marshall and Rafalski. 3 minutes later. A split. Splat. That's all got. 3 minutes later. Devils? No, they can't put it in the net. 3 more minutes. They try again and they fail. And it's 2-1 Devils trailing after 40 minutes. Can we hang on? I hope so. 3 minutes later. Damn it, we take a penalty. It's Fitzpatrick. But we killed the zone. Ha ha. Ha ha. 5 minutes later. Calendar. The third from Yuri Novotny. We didn't talk about him. He just came in much later. We're just trying to kill the clock, I think. Under Floyd. Kitchener. That's empty net from ball side of Floyd. 4-1. Oh, we're on a streak. We're on a roll. That's a good 3-game stretch on TV. Miller Beach Preserve, we look pretty good. We're starting to pick up our pace. Gonna play on Sunday? No. So we got a few days break, that, and we're still not playing. Where are we? We're given some kind of holiday or something? There we go. We got Phoenix next game. Ow. So we are second in the division, 2 points out of Montreal, but 18 back of Montreal, Ottawa. 2-3-3 in the East, West 2-4. Everyone in the Northwest has a playoff spot. Minnesota, Vancouver, Edmonton, Calgary, and then Colorado. Wow, what a division! Goal scoring, we don't have the goal scoring icon. All that goaltending, Buron's 8th in goals against behind Fakun, 2-3-6 with 2 shutouts. What do you have to do to beat these numbers? Ryan Miller's now 13th at 2-4-8. So yeah, Kiprusoff played 40 games. 2, 4, 6, 8. You appreciate no one. Most unusual thing goes to right now. Rick DiPietro having the best goals against over Jean-Sebastian Figuer. Well, we've done decently, and now we're in a playoff spot, so it happens. Anyway, I'm Jeff Diamond.